Hi, it's Bissong. Let me talk about double standards, and especially let's look at it from the idea of victimhood that women always try to wield, that power of victimhood. And in fact, recently I saw a post, and one of the guys were talking about it. Talking about why it is the case that when a woman wants an older man, it's called preference. When a man wants a younger woman, it's called a predator. Women don't date broke men, it's called a preference. Man says he will not date single mothers, is said to be immature or insensitive. A woman says she wants a dominant man, it's called a preference. A man says he wants a submissive woman, it's called misogyny. Woman sets boundaries, it's called empowerment, empowering. But when a man sets boundaries, it's said to be controlling. My response was very simple. I said, this is because women thrive on the notion that they're the weaker sex. So every human action is either seen to either help women or hurt them. So every human action is perceived from that prism. See, let me just tell you. If we conventionally agree that women are the weaker sex, at the time of having this discussion with a guy, I asked him, the first question I asked when he brought this up, I asked him very sincerely, I said, do you believe that women are the weaker sex? And he made a long explanation. I said, and we arrived at the conclusion that, yes, women are the weaker sex. Generally speaking. I said, if that is the case, then you cannot take away the power of victimhood from them. The power to be victims resides on the one who is weaker. So if a stronger and the weaker person have an interaction, the outlook is that is the stronger person overpowering the weaker person, or is the stronger person helping the weaker person? So usually, every time we're going to analyze women's perspective or anything from a woman's perspective, it's going to be seen from the power of victimhood. So women have that power, men don't have that power. Women don't have the power of victimhood. So a lot of these things might be funny, double standards, funny, but it's just a product of what our society is. The perception of women in society is that they are weaker. And I actually agree with him on many grounds. Women are actually weaker than men, on many grounds. Are actually weaker than men. I won't like to go into that. Maybe in another video I would go into that, But yes, women have the power of victimhood. And you see me, I've learned to understand life from a perspective of I do not try to change what is. Some people are always trying to argue about the status quo, try to change it. Me, I just simply accept the status quo and work with it. I know what is obtainable in the world and what is obtainable in our society. So I work with what is obtainable. You understand? So I do not expect women to not claim victimhood, because victimhood works for them. If a woman tries to be a victim, a lot of this. I saw a video recently talking about why women, fall into the hands of toxic guys, because they say that apart from the excitement, they like the victimhood story. Talking about how this guy did me dirty, how this guy did me bad. It makes more sense, and more men would naturally want to save a woman who has been through a bad situation. They say, oh my God, this woman, she has been treated so badly. Everybody's looking for girls' right. It's very popular to talk about girls' right or helping the girl child. Inclusivity. They say they are bringing up different opportunities. How many women are involved? In the tech space, we need to create tech space for women, inclusivity. All of these things are because women are playing to their power of victimhood. So if I can become a victim, if everybody agrees that I'm the weaker sex, they cannot stop me from being a victim. So the only way to take away these double standards or to make women not to use the victimhood route is to first stop seeing them as the weaker sex. So as long as we all have that convention, and usually anytime I have this argument to anybody, the first question I ask them is, do you see women as a weaker sex? Once they agree to that, I tell them that then there's no way you can fault them for claiming the power that has been given to them. Stay wise.